police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Hey, Giants.
L is for loser, which describes you, sir.
What up, Lo?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, YouTube? What's good, Raider Nation? We are in the building once again. This is Raider Twuan live. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy to see you guys. You know, I know some of you guys are going to be rolling in a little late, a little early, whatever. But hey, we in here once again, and hey, I'm happy that we got the dub. We got the dub, ladies and gentlemen. We have won. We have won. And that's something that we haven't had in a minute. And it's a good feeling. It really is a good feeling. Shout out to everybody that's coming in, everybody that's rolling in. You know, whether they're gonna come in later, whatever. We gonna keep it moving and grooving. And I forgot to do this. And let me make sure I do this. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing good. I really do. Go ahead and get your questions in the chat. And we'll talk about it. You guys know how I get down. I talk to you guys. You talk back. You talk to me. I talk back to you. And last one. Got it. We are, and you know, I got some questions. I really do got some questions for you guys, and I asked the question in the video live. Don't ever ask a man what's in his cup. Are the Raiders back? Are the Raiders back? And we can talk about a few things that we saw, a few things that, you know, that were there, things that, you know, things that I observed. And first of all, before I get into the other, because we definitely got to talk about that. Let's just talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Now, they had a lot of, before the game started, they were on a short week. And the reason why they were on a short week was because they had a change in leadership. We got a new coach, Antonio Pierce. He is our head coach, but also Not only did we have a change at our head coach position, we also had a change, primarily game related. Our quarterbacks coach became our offensive coordinator because our offensive coordinator also got the boot. So you had a new play caller that has never called games before, calling plays, and then you had a head coach that has never been an NFL head coach before being the head coach. It's a lot of unsures. There was a lot of things that definitely could be, and the jury's still out. I mean, this is just his first, this was just their first game. This was just their first, go at things. But looking at where we were to where we could be going, I think this is something that could be very positive. For one of the big reasons that I saw and that I noticed was that there was a new energy. And I don't know if you guys saw that, if you guys peeped that. I don't know if you guys grasped that. I don't know if you guys could feel that. There was a new energy in regards to how we played, how we navigated, how we got things done in regards to gameplay. And mind you, yes, we had a head coach. Yes, our head coach was new. Yes, our offensive coordinator was new, but it was the same playbook. And some people are wondering why did it look like our offense was a little different? And it really comes down to, for me, two things. One, the offensive coordinator, Bo Hardegree, our new offensive coordinator, had a different mindset in regards to how our offense should be ran. And he was making plays and calling plays that fit what our offensive personnel wanted to do and could actually do. We also had, and I think that's one of the bigger things in regards to play, is that we had there was reports that Josh Jacobs actually had say in what he liked in regards to the runs that he wanted to do. Josh Jacobs said that, that Bo came up to him and said, "Hey, we want to run the ball. What do you like? What do you want to see?" And Josh Jacobs was like, "Hey, I like X, Y, and Z." I don't know what the plays are. I'm just saying it like that in name. But Josh Jacobs was in a place where he could call his shot. And because he called his shot, every time those shots were called, he made it a personal effort to make sure that it was a success. And that's something that we were missing in regards to the confidence of our offense, the movement of the ball, reasons why we were only scoring less than freaking 17. We were averaging 17 points a game when we should have been scoring way more than that a game. The reason why, for some reason, this offense was able to score, I think it was 24 points at the half, which was our largest margin that we've ever scored in this whole year. So the calls that came in were key. But also, like I said, there was a energy that everybody on this team, they were on it, you guys. And some people they might say, oh, they were playing the Giants. Oh, the Giants aren't that good. Well, we can't control who's on the schedule. We can only take care of what's in front of us. And honestly, I think we did a good job. And I think we played our best football this week. Okay? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I'm glad you guys are rolling in. I'm glad that you guys are here. Those that are listening, make sure you always have those notification bells on, because I do go live at random. And stay tuned, because I will be dropping a video later on today. So a live right now, then I'll be dropping a video for you guys. I try to stay consistent as much as I can. But you guys know what it is. It's Raider Roll Call. You know what time it is. It's Raider Roll Call. My name is Twuan. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I do the Raiders Roll Call. This is where I give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody that puts what's up, they salute. Whatever comment they put in of love and concern, you put that in the chat. And then I give you guys a shout out. So let's see who's the first person in. Who's the first person on the roll? Ladies and gentlemen, Circus and Associates, blessings to you and Raiders. You know what it is. Yes, sir. Al's Ghost, good to see you, my guy. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Cool Kev, $2. Good to see you, man. Much love, Cool Kev. Lane Elliott, hope all is well. Blessings to you. I see you wrote something long. I'll come back and read that later on. DeMarcus Webb, blessings to you. Hope all is well. If you have not, please take a moment to subscribe. The Nightbot is already in here getting busy for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, because it's free. And click the like button. Quit playing with yourself. Go ahead and like this video. Why? Because I like you. And I'm going to say it so you guys can see my face. Click the like button. Why? Because I like you. Okay? And I appreciate everybody that comes in. I say this, and I really do mean this. I have love for everybody. And I mess with those who mess with me. You know, if y'all been around me long enough, you heard me say that. I mess with those who mess with me. So if you see me on somebody's show, obviously they mess with me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see me on their show, and you guys are over there, hit him up and say, hey, get Twuan on your show. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to show love to everybody. But again, I mess with those who mess with me. And I show love to those who show love to me. But much love to everybody in the chat on this great day. I'm looking at the chat. I asked the question earlier today, and it was the title of the live. I asked if we were back. Are the Raiders back? Circus Raider said, I don't know. I don't know if we're back. But we saw progress in the game. Yep. I agree with you, Circus. I do. You know, we saw something different, but it was the same, right? And that's it kind of lets you know, what were the pieces of the puzzle, right? It really showed us where the pieces of the puzzles were. You know? I'll give you guys a shameless plug and tell you guys what's going on. If you guys are Thursday at 2:30, we'll be doing the 2 for 1 Nation podcast with me, Raider Twuan, and Eric from the SC Experience. We will be covering the upcoming game against the Jets and more of Raider news, action, and everything else concerning Raiders. It will be on this channel at 2:30. So definitely pull up, show some love, and be active. Get active. But yeah, 2 for 1 Nation podcast will be Thursday at 2:30. Okay, we be getting it in, doing it for the nation. Okay, if you guys have not, take the moment to share this video and this live to your friends and family. Put it on Facebook, Moco Space, Backpage, Pornhub, wherever, your OnlyFans, your TikTok. Let them know Raider Twuan is out here telling people don't play with yourself. Well, that might not work for Pornhub, but quit playing with yourself. Go ahead and subscribe. Also, I got to pay the bills. Make sure you guys are a donor. Please be a donor. If you're interested in being a donor, all you have to do is put !DON in the chat. A link will come up where you can sign up to be an organ donor. Okay? Also, down in the description of all my videos is the link to where you can be an organ donor. Okay? So go ahead and do that. Also, if you guys are interested in being a contributor to the channel, you can contribute a few ways. You can contribute via Cash App, which is actually going across the screen. It's $Twuan, $Twuan for Cash App, and then for Venmo, it's Twuan, TWUAN. If you need a Zelle, if you do Zelle, hit me up on IG, and then I'll give you the information to Zelle. So if you're interested in being a financial blessing to the channel, which would go back to the channel, please do it that way. Whether it's $1.50, whatever, it all goes back to the channel. And then eventually it'll be going to being a blessing to a cause. I know I'll probably do something for breast cancer month, and then I'll be be looking for probably someone to do kidney, foundation, definitely. So it will be paid forward, definitely. But yeah, back to the comment section. Comments. Yeah. So go. Let's go back to what Circus was saying. He said, I don't know. We're back. Yep. But it's and I'll say this too, Circus, is that I think we're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. If same as what I said week 1, but the opposite. Because I noticed the way that we were playing week 1, and I said, if we keep playing like this, it ain't gonna be pretty, right? And I'll say this: if we play like we played, if we play with the intensity and the energy that we played with in the Giants game, we could do some things. And I'm confident in this roster. But it's really just up to them getting it done, right? And I think that's something that we've always, I think that's what everybody was kind of in the mode of, whether, they were on this side or that side of the fence. And it's one of those things that we just got to, it's early right now, especially with our leadership. And I'll say that even with me saying, are we back? It is a little early to say, but it's something to definitely think about, right? And it's something to definitely, keep an eye out on it and monitor, right? As we go forward, right? They're going to be monitoring, those that are making decisions, Mark Davis and those guys. They're going to be making their decision on what we're going to do for next year, right? So Antonio Pierce is under microscope. Bo Hardegree is under microscope. Even though Patrick Graham right now seems like the safest guy in the room, we still got an eye out on him. And you guys had an eye, and I'm gonna get on you guys in the chat, because how y'all gonna let me go alive? Let me see. Let me see before I get on y'all. Yep, I don't see any. Sure don't. Look. Look. Everybody been in this chat. And I know some people gonna be on pre-record or watch the rerun. Everybody been in the chat, and nobody told Twuan to give y'all the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. I don't see no brown crackers in the chat. Quit playing, y'all. Look, I messed up. I gotta give y'all the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. And because I messed up, I'm gonna give y'all another one. I'm sorry. You know, Raider Twuan messes up sometimes. Get the brown crackers flowing in the chat. Let me see. I'm reading the chat. Get your questions. You guys let me know if you guys think the Raiders are back. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know what players stuck out to you. Uh-huh. Okay. He says he's a Jets fan. What's up, Twuan and Raider Nation? Jets fan, drop by the show. You awesome. Okay. You look good last week. Yeah. I think y'all going to railroad. Okay. You know what? Hey, I'll say this in regards to shout out to Lane. Look, Lane, here, yeah, my name's Raider Twuan, but I talk NFL. You know what I'm saying? I talk all teams. So you're definitely welcome here. As long as you keep it respectful, you know, you a Jets fan, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But definitely, if you can, please take the moment to subscribe and like this video. I'll say this about your Jets. I think your Jets have a really good defense. I think you guys even have you guys have good players on offense. It's just your quarterback, you know, and the question really comes down to, and I'll be talking about this even more in my video called The Game Plan, because that's when I really break down like our opposing teams, and you guys are the next opponent. Yeah, it really comes down to your quarterback play. You know, sometimes Zach Wilson looks good, and then other times he's not so good. You know, and your run game is really good. I think I like your running game. I like your running back too. Well, both of your running backs, to be honest with you, because your backup running back is just as good, I think. Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. So, even though you may feel like that against us, Lane, I think it might be a closer game than you think. I don't think it's going to be a super close game, but it's not going to be like one of those blowout situations. Because I think, again, your defense is good, and your biggest question mark is what quarterback is going to come out. When I say what quarterback, I'm talking about, is he going to be the good quarterback or is he going to be the not so good quarterback? And that's a question mark that you guys have, Jet wise. And I was, to be honest with you, another side note was I was actually excited for you guys, because I know what defense you guys had and the pieces that you guys had on your offense, and having Aaron Rodgers come in for you guys would have been that. Yeah, you guys would have been a tough team. Definitely a real tough team. But yeah, it really just comes down to what Zach Wilson you guys have. But shout out to you for coming to a Raider channel. But again, I do talk about the NFL. So come over. It's a free space. And I don't only talk Raiders, I talk motivation and love for everybody. So come by. And tell your friends. Circus says our offense scored over 20 points. Yes. Can we clap it up? Can we clap it up? Yes, we broke the 20-point curse, right? And we scored that just in the first half, right? Hey, you ain't never lied, Circus. Circus is over here dropping the facts, man. McDaniels and he said McFired. Hey, just like McDonald's, we put Mick on everything. We can put McDaniels, McDummy, McDumbass, McDumplings, McFired, Mick Lombardi out of here, right? Mick out of here. But McFired, yeah, he couldn't do that in that games. Mick asshole. Kukev, I was go shooting out, shouting out Kukev. Look, I'm over stumbling through my words. Kukev. One game at a time. Hey, I'm with that. Kev. I'm with that, Kev. Also, I talked about being a donor. If you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG at Twuan, TWUAN. Or if you're in the chat, you can put exclamation point PRAY, and that will give you my IG where you can send me a DM and you can send your prayer request there. Again, whatever you tell me, whatever your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put anything out there in the streets. You don't have to worry about me telling the cops or whatever, or running to your baby mama and telling her, you know what I'm saying? It'll be between me, you, and of course me praying to God. And those that need prayer, even today, you can always, those that have been on my lives before, you guys know, if you guys need prayer and you guys don't mind me praying for you on live, you can put it in the chat and I will pray for you on the spot. Auntie Six, good to see you. Blessings to you, my brother. I was just about to hit you up on IG, but I got busy because I wanted to check on you and see how you were doing. So if you want to hit me up on IG and give me an update of how things are going with you and your family. Look, hey, Lane, I'm liking you already, dog. Hey, Lane, that's right. Get the brown crackers flowing, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a Raider Twuan brown cracker salute for getting out the brown crackers. Hey, you all good, Auntie? You all good? Glad you showed up. Kukev got the brown crackers in there. Kukev, my guy. I got love for Kukev. Okay. All right, thanks a lot, Lane. Thanks for joining the Raider Twuan fam. I gotta find out. You know what I'm saying, I'm kind of fairly new. I gotta figure out what I want to call, those that are over here that, my subscribers. I hate to say it like that because I really don't like using the word subscribers. But that's pretty much the word. But I gotta find a word. I gotta find a word to find a word for our community. I'll say that. sparking here. And maybe if you guys have a name, you know what I'm saying, you guys hit me up on IG and say, hey, I think this would be a cool name for the chat. You know what I'm saying? And if we get enough, you know, enough names or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I might put up a poll or something like that, or I might just say, hey, I think this name is dope enough. We just gonna roll with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll give you a shout out. So I might be like, hey, shout out to Cool Kev. He wasn't dry today. And he said our chat's name is gonna be, and then we just gonna roll with it, okay? But I gotta get one. Be out. Good to see you. You guys make sure you hit the like button. Like my brother Lane said, hit the like button because I like you. Hey, yeah. Hey, get the brown crackers flowing. Get them flowing, baby. Hey, don't say that might be the circus. That might be the good one. Hey, the congregation. Hey, that might be. Hey, look, I'm kind of liking that one. Hey, shout out to the congregation. The chat was, hey. Hey, I'm kind of. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do like that one. But we'll I'll save that one. Matter of fact, let me write that one down. Okay, we got one for the voting poll. Okay, that was a strong one right there. The congregation. Nah, we can't use that one, Kev. You know why we can't use that one? It's bad enough. Hey, it's bad enough that I be saying brown crackers. Some people be trying to take that all the way the other way. You know what I'm saying? When I say brown crackers, okay, these are brown crackers because guess what? They're brown, and what makes this is the same contents as a freaking cracker. Okay, so that's why I call them brown crackers. Okay, there ain't no other reason why I'm calling these brown crackers. Okay, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You guys in the chat, let me know. Because there was a few people, and I'll say this, and I hope that we get to see that within the chat. But there was a few people that actually stepped up play wise. But you guys let me know in the chat who you thought stepped up against the Giants. I'm gonna let y'all do that. I'm gonna grab something real quick and then I'll come right back. But hey, get it in the chat. Give me some names. Give me some names of players who you thought who you thought played well against the Giants. Who you guys got? Who you guys got? Who you thought played well against the Giants? We had some interesting names and some interesting we had some new players. See, I smiled when I said new players. We had some new players. Let me see what y'all got. Let me see who you said. Oh, Nesta, you think Nesta ate some brown crackers? Nest, you said Nest and Nesta, but I knew who you were talking about. Nesta ate some brown crackers. Hey, he sure did when he said, I don't know if y'all seen that video. I wish I pulled that video where he said, I don't know why I've been bit so long. and I said it before in regards to Nesta. I said this about Nesta. Nesta was in a position where he was the third of a specific body type in defensive tackles, and the guys that were in front of him were actually they've been our best defensive tackles. And that's John Jenkins, and this is my personal opinion of our D tackles. John Jenkins and Adam Butler. Okay. Those two guys, and those are our big body, defensive tackles. They've been our better guys. And, we did see a Bilal Nichols sighting. And Tillery's kind of been off and on, right? So I think that's why Nesta was kind of caught in between. He was caught in the fluff of, because you always want to. They can only bring so many people up on the game day roster, right? So you have to have your run stuff in D tackles. You got to have your pass rush D tackles. You got to have, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain number, right? So I think Nesta was kind of caught in that, but I'm glad. I don't know what they did for, specifically to bring up Nesta. I didn't look at the movement on that part of it, but I'm glad that Nesta got in there, and got it in. You know what I'm saying? Jenkins was balling out too, yeah. Yep. And Jenkins is, and I'll say this, outside of Nesta is actually my favorite draft pick. And those that have heard me say that, yeah, you guys know that. But Nesta's is my favorite draft pick, but my favorite D tackle is John Jenkins. I really, ever since I seen what he did, I forgot what week that was. There was one week that he was a key piece in stopping the run, and it was against a very tough running back. I forgot who it was. I'm trying to play the games in my head. Anyway, he was key in that, and I was like, yeah, we definitely need John Jenkins. And he was, in 1 week, he actually got Who Ate the Brown Crackers. But John Jenkins is definitely one of those guys, a vital piece in the middle of our defense. I know from press conferences and interviews that I didn't know I could do that. Okay, I just learned something new. That John G. That see that threw me off. Now I can do that. Oh, that's cool. That John Jenkins is like the middle piece of stopping the run, but also pushing the pocket. And John Jenkins is one of our older defensive tackles, and I'm not going to expect for him to you know be like a total pass rush monster up the middle. But if he could just anchor that line to where we're not getting pushed back in the middle of our defense, I'm with it. And if he can take on some doubles to possibly free up some other people, or maybe allow that other defensive tackle to get theirs, you know what I'm saying? If you put and I'm just saying this in a matchup situation, say you put John Jenkins next to Adam Butler, and you John Jenkins takes that double, then that means Adam Butler is free to get nasty on that other side and get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? From a D tackle perspective. So shout out to John Jenkins, definitely. Shout out to John Jenkins. So who else you guys thought? Thrash, good to see you. What's good with you? Hope all is well. Praying for you and your family. Let me know who else you guys thought stepped up in the game against the Giants. I just read this, Kev. I'm sorry, Kev. I went back up and saw what you said. I agree with you, and I can't wait to drop. Because I don't want to release everything, but I'm gonna drop a specific video, an early video, and it ties into exactly what you're saying, Kukev. Shout out to Kukev. Kukev be saying some dry stuff, but sometimes Kukev be coming with the real, and this statement right here, Kukev, that ain't dry, brother. That is not dry. Kukev again. Tucker played well. Yeah, he did. He did. And specifically, let's talk about that play. Okay? And I think that's kind of what you're going to, is that deep ball. That deep ball, Aiden O'Connell. Shout out to a quarterback that can throw the deep ball. Can we get some claps or something? Give me some emojis or something on that. On a quarterback that can throw the deep ball. Shout out to my video. Those that have not watched it, go back to my channel and check out my very good video called "The Deep Ball Matters," and you'll understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. The Deep Ball Matters. Check out the Deep Ball Matters on Raider Twuan. But Aiden O'Connell almost met as fast as this is crazy. As fast as Tucker is, Aiden O'Connell almost overthrew Tucker. Just let that sink in. Okay? Just let that sink in. That as fast as Tucker is, and we know Tucker is fast. I mean, he's not Ruggs fast, but he's something like it. Okay? He almost overthrew Tucker. And Tucker had to stretch out. That's why Tucker dived and he had to overextend himself, because it was a ball that was overthrown from the speed that Tucker was really running. Okay? So, but for Tucker to recover that ball, shout out to him. Okay? Because he actually, and this is a mirror of a play that he did in the preseason, but he missed. He had a deep ball. I believe it was on. I think it was on the left side. Going down the field on the left side. If I'm not sure, but anyway, it was a deep ball, and he stretched out trying to make the play, and he missed it. But he got this one. So shout out to Tucker for making that recovery. And be ready, you guys. Be ready for more of that. I think this offense, I think Bo Hardegree, I think Aiden O'Connell's ready for it. And I think that we'll see this more often. Especially if you listen to what he was saying in Aiden O'Connell's, get after post game, he called everything out. He said, "Hey, DA was doubled on the other side, and I knew that the other guy, because he was doubled on that side, that I had an opportunity on a one-on-one, and I gave Tucker the shot, which he should." Okay. And we can talk about that. We'll move into that in a second. The next thing about DA, because we do have to talk about DA. Hey, you're right. Fast. Hey, look, I ain't gonna cuss, but you guys can read that. Fast as beep Tuck. Hey, that's a good name. Hey, that's a good name, but I won't be saying that name. I try to limit. You know the chaplain. He tries to. I ain't gonna say the chaplain don't cuss, but the chaplain tries to limit it, the cussing. Hey, but that's a good one. That's a good one, Circus. Shout out to you, Gord. Good to see you. Blessings to you, man. If you weren't listening, man, I put out there, what were your what players stuck out to you, who stuck out, all that. This is your time to shout out the player that you liked against the Giants. My brother SC is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Show SC some love. That is my guy. That is my friend. My partner in crime and in time. That's right. 2 for 1 Nation podcast on Thursdays. Okay. Two for 1 Nation podcast on Thursdays. 2 for 1 Nation podcast on Thursdays at 2:30. Okay. Check us out. We will be live and active. Okay. Thanks for listening in, man. Appreciate you. Much love, SC. You already know. Raider Romeo, good to see you. Blessings to you. Okay. Blessings, man. Those that are out there, and I'm not, you know, I'm just going to take this as a side note. Those that are of what I'm about to ask, you know, as much as I pray for you guys, please take a moment to pray for me. I'm not nothing's going crazy, so don't make it don't make it a you know, oh, Twuan is about to, you know, no, it's not that. But I'm just saying, if you guys can this week, you know, say a prayer for your chaplain. Say a prayer for your chaplain. Cool Kev. I'm trying to read your chat. Everybody saying yes. Thank you for showing SC some love. I know he's probably eating some In-N-Out. Cool Kev, thank you, Cool Kev. Hit that like button. Hit that like button because I like you. Okay. And if you guys are bored, go ahead and spam. Go ahead and spam my videos and just hit like on all the videos. Okay. Do that for me. Players, and I'll say some players since you know, players that I thought stepped up. We got some new players. And one of the new players, and SC's probably gonna laugh at this. One of the new players that stepped up against the Giants. That was a good one. That's a good one. Well, I'm gonna touch on those, SC, but those ain't it. The new player is y'all gonna laugh. Hunter Renfrow. Hey, our new player, Hunter Renfrow. Hey, that was a good pickup. I'm glad, you know, Champ Kelly, you know what I'm saying, brought him in, you know what I'm saying, so he can play for us. You know, shout out to our new player, Hunter Renfrow. He's getting active. That's right. Shout out to our newest wide receiver, Hunter Renfrow. Hey, y'all gotta pray for me. Pray for the chaplain, because I'll be having these jokes. Look, hey, it was so good. And and it's so funny though. Like, I was watching the game, like, and those that can watch the replay, go watch the replay and hear the extra noise when Hunter Renfrow caught the ball. I was dying. I was like, yes, but I was dying at the same time. I was like, yeah. That's how I was like, oh yes, yeah. Oh God, give me 1 second. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, but it was so refreshing to see Hunter Renfrow not just catch the ball during garbage time, but for him to you know, get it in and look like the Renfrow that we all know, the Renfrow that we drafted, the Renfrow that everybody in Raider Nation identified as third in Renfrow. You remember I was calling him fourth in Renfrow because he was only catching the ball in the fourth quarter in garbage time. Well, I know this is all early because this is just one game with this new movement, but I think we're gonna go back to seeing the Renfro of old. Not saying that he's going to be doing the China route or whatever. We don't know what Bo might say. Hey, look, just do the China on this one. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what might be schemed up. You know what I'm saying, within this playbook, right? There might be some modifications. We don't know, and that'll be up to Bo and Aiden O'Connell and how comfortable they feel and Aiden O'Connell getting the reps, and that goes to all of that. But Hunter Renfro, shout out to you for sticking it out. Shout out to you for following it all the way through. Shout out to you, Hunter Renfro, for being the consistent guy that you are in the midst of everything. Again, because you didn't speak too much about what was going on previously, but you soldiered all the way through to get to this point. And we expect greater from you moving forward. So shout out to you. Shout out to Hunter Renfro. And also, when I was talking about Hunter Renfro, I'm also talking about AOC. And I think with the connection, some of the things that we saw that was missing, because Hunter, AOC did miss a couple of throws. But I will say this, that I think that those things will get better. You know what I'm saying? Because AOC now is our guy, and he'll be getting those reps and the timing and all of that with our main guys. Obviously, Devontae Adams gave AOC the game ball because he has respect for him. So I'm excited for the work that's to come for our wide receivers and the better connections that Hunter and our other guys will have. Tucker, the deep ball is important, and yes, the deep ball matters. But the important part with the deep ball is the timing, right? How long that ball, how far I gotta throw it, how much arc I gotta put on it to get it to that speedy wide receiver. All of that matters, right? And that takes practice. So hopefully LC is not just getting down the playbook, but he's getting a better rapport with our wide receivers moving forward. And I think he will. Back to the chat, seeing what you guys got. Andre James. Shout out to Andre James. He had a big task in front of him. He had Dexter Lawrence. And Dexter Lawrence had no sacks. And no QB hits. And that was because of James. Not LeBron James, but Andre James. Okay? Van Roten actually played well. As much as we, for those that we've been giving him the business early about how he's been playing. So I'm glad that he actually stepped it up. Thrash. Shout out to okay. Honestly, I was impressed by AO4. Wasn't incredibly. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm from Lee. Wasn't incredible. Could not have had a better second half. Oh, wasn't incredible. Okay. Yep, he spread the ball and was pretty accurate. Yeah, look, Thrash. I'll say this, man. Good comment there. Um, some of the accuracy and all that stuff, I think he's going to clean that up. Like I said earlier, I think he's going to get AOC is going to have AO4 or whatever you guys want to call him. Call him what you want to call him. I'm not picky on that. But AOC is not going to have. He's going to have time now to build this rapport with the main guys. Remember, he was the backup. He was the third. He was moving around. He was throwing balls to the guy, not the main guys, right? He was throwing to Wilkerson and some of the guys that we barely even see on the field. So now that he's our starter, he's going to hear DA, and the way that how DA wants the ball, you know what I'm saying? Because DA's smart like that. He communicates with his quarterback. He says, hey, this is what I see, this is what I like, this is where, you know what I'm saying? All of that. Hunter Renfrow, same thing. Hunter Renfrow's gonna say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I like. Because with the slot, the slot is kind of the one that when it's a zone is the guy that kind of gets in that open zone. If a guy like one of the real good plays that Hunter Renfrow did, he literally replaced where the blitzing defender came from, and that's where he got the catch and took up the middle of the field. So I think some of that's going to get smoothed out as time goes, and I think he'll be better. I think we'll see better play from him. Of course, he's a rookie, and I'll say this too. I'm not crowning him. Rookies are going to do rookie things. And he's still going to make mistakes as a rookie, but he, again, like it seems like as his team, they're on that uptick. And I'm hoping that things get a little bit better. Now, the points in the second half, because we were rolling in the first half. I think that was more of time management. I think there was a lot of coaching, playing. As a coach, you have the choice of saying, "F it, we're going to run it up," or, am I going to just let this clock run out? And I think when we got into the second half, I think it was more of let's just run out this clock. Let's not do anything too dangerous, which I'm not mad at it because you have a rookie quarterback. It's not like you got like a veteran that is going to stay with it. You know what I'm saying? If you, and I don't want to say Pat Mahomes, but if you had like a veteran quarterback that you could count on, and really just grind it out, then you would go that route. But if you have a rookie, you don't want to put your rookie in too much of a dangerous situation, right? And remember, I said in the game plan prior to the game, I said I want AOC to sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying? I want AOC to be comfortable in the pocket. And guess what? He was comfortable. Of course he had to move around and play quarterback, but he didn't get sacked. And shout out to the offensive line, shout out to the play calls, shout out to the offensive side of the ball for allowing us to stay on schedule so we weren't in 3rd and 20s and you name it, right? Trying to keep it manageable for a young quarterback is very key in moving the ball and stepping up and and going forward. So I agree with you. I was impressed, and I think we have something there. We really do. I think we have something there. with AOC. Not saying that he's going to be our starter for years and years to come. The jury's still out on that. He still has a few more weeks of audition, but he's getting those reps and he's getting that work. And I'll say this too. Him getting these reps and him getting this work, this also sets us up for if, let's just say we get a quality quarterback, whether we draft him or we bring in somebody free agent wise, that's our starter, right? Then that means we have a trusty backup quarterback that we know. You know what I'm saying? Because he showed us, you know what I'm saying, by the end of the year, he would show us that he can get the job done. Okay? Then we can say bye to, and this is part of my other video, but we can say bye to some people because we have some trusty people at quarterback. And when's the last time we say, you know, that we had some serious, and I'm talking about like 3. I'm not just talking about 2 quarterbacks. I'm talking about 3 like solid guys that we could say, okay, we can get the job done with those guys at quarterback. Hey, yeah, shout out to Renfro. Shout out to Renfro. Circus. Renfro's a good player. What? Hey, what was it? The past 8 weeks, he didn't look like it, right? And we know why now. As I drink my drink. How's goes? Hey, McDaniels made me think he was on IR. Renfro was on IR. Look, hey, McDaniels had us thinking Renfro was on something. Hey, I don't know what was in the Kool-Aid, dog. I don't know what was in the Gatorade or whatever they had over there, but it wasn't working with Renfro. For real. Hey, Al Ghost, you never liked that. China route is nasty. You know what? And we don't know. We don't know. And I'll say this. We don't know what we don't know what, I'm sorry, I had a crazy notification on my phone. We don't know what Bo Hargree changes. Right? He might just keep the playbook and say, okay, these are the plays. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna call what I like in this playbook, right? Because I don't think there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the playbook. I think it's just what we select out of the playbook, which was the issue. And the person that was selecting the plays out of the playbook, yeah, that was the issue. Right? But we don't know with Bo. Bo might say, hey, Hunter Renfro, you're supposed to do an out route on this playbook. But when we get to the goal line, you know what I'm saying? When we get to the goal line, I need you to communicate with AOC and let him know when you want to hit the China route on him so he can time it up and then he can hit you with it. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those situations. Bo can play with it that way as long as the communication between AOC and the wide receiver. And again, I know we're talking about Renfro in the China route, but it could be anything. It could be, you know, the back shoulder that you know Devontae is known to be good at. You know what I'm saying? The back shoulder catch, right? That could be implemented into this offense. But it's up to Bo, you know. And it could be suggested by the wide receivers, because I think Bo is taking, based on what Josh Jacobs was saying, that, you know, Josh Jacobs had some say in what was put out on Sunday. The wide receivers might say, hey, I like this, and maybe we could do this. And Bo says, okay, let's run it in practice, and, you know, then I'll give you the yay or nay on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Or yay or nay on Saturday, or, you know what I'm saying? However they want to communicate it prior to the game, you know, hit it. You know what I'm saying? So there's, and this is just my mind, but I'm just thinking of what could possibly happen as we speak. You know what I'm saying? In regards to how this offense moves forward, because there's so many possibilities. You know, so many possibilities with this offense. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys saying your comments and everything. Much love to everybody. Steve DeLuna, good to see you. Hope all is well. I want to also take a moment to shout out everybody in the chat. If you have not, please take a moment to subscribe. It's completely free. And there's no real pressure over here. I just want to show love to you and give my Raider information and you know, bug you a little bit with some football and some motivation. And, you know, again, if you guys need prayer, I got you guys on that. Just hit me up on IG, or let me know in the chat, and I'll pray for you on live. Shout out to SE. Both and that, you know, it's funny. I heard Patrick Graham's, and I got busy. I was actually talking to Shirley. So I I missed it, and I was gonna go back and hear Bo, but I'll read what you said. Bo did say, he was gonna play the players. Okay. He was gonna do the he was gonna do plays. These players are comfortable with, yep. And that's something that we asked and wanted all through, even with McDaniels, you know, the struggles that we had there, where we were seeing certain stuff and it was like, okay, why are we calling these plays knowing that this person ain't good at that, or knowing that just today, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, and I'm just gonna, and I'm using it as an example, even though I don't remember it really happening. But hey, Colton Miller is getting whooped over there on that left side. Why are we not chipping with the line? Why are we not chipping with the tight end? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Why are there not adjustments to modifications to game situations, and knowing, okay, we're getting whooped right now in this area, or excuse me, you know, Peters is getting cooked right now. Why are we not keeping a safety over him? You know, stuff like that. And we asked, and was pleading, call plays that fit to the strength of the guys that we have. Why are we going against the grain? Why are we making it harder on ourselves when we don't have to? Why? And here we are with Bo. And here we go with this new regime and these new coaches saying, hey, I'm going to lean on my players. I'm going to lean on the guys that are in this locker room. And do what it do. So shout out to Bo. Shout out to Bo Hardigree for recognizing what needs to be done and what should be done within the Raiders. Steve said the Raiders are back. Okay. Wilkerson got, okay. I wonder why. Hey, Eric, if you know, let me know why. Why did he have to go back to the practice squad? I mean, it's not a bad thing. But was it because of somebody else? Was it because of Smith? And I actually have to go back because I wanted to make a mental note on. I wanted to see how Jalen, our new linebacker, how he fared in his first game. You know, and those that go back, if you guys go back and watch Jalen, I'll just say this just for your for your own mental thoughts. I would say if you go back and watch him, take it in the aspect of this was his. He was signed on a short week. For him, I forgot what day he got signed and when he actually went to practice, but he didn't. I don't think he had a full week with the team, and that was his first week out there with the guys. So take that in perspective, and I hope that he does well. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually going to personally go back and watch him specifically, and see what I see from him, just to kind of get an idea of where he's at and his progression, possibly with the defense, because I think there's a place for him on this defense, and I do definitely think he's gonna definitely help us out defensively. Yep. Jacobs was looking good. You know why? Because we went back to the zone blocking scheme last week. Josh Jacobs looks better in zone. And when we were playing power, teams were keying in on that. And there was a way that they were tearing up our power. And teams were aware of it. So that's why when we tried to run power, they were getting behind, getting in the backfield. And then by the time Josh Jacobs was getting the ball, there was almost a defender right in his lap. So it'll be interesting to see what they do this coming week. If they decide to, run some more of the zone or whatever the situation may be, they might go to power every once in a while. But Josh Jacobs did look good in the zone. And also, like I said earlier, Josh Jacobs had with Bo, he had the call to say what he liked in plays. So because he said I like Blue Cup. I'm just using that as an example. That's not a name of a play. But if he's like, if I like Blue Cup, and if Aiden O'Connell says Blue Cup, then Josh Jacobs was like, well, that's the call that I said earlier this week that I liked. So I got to make it. You know what I'm saying? I told coach that I believed in this play, so I got to make sure that it's believable. Right? Yeah, that's probably the best way I can say it. So he made a extra effort to make sure him and the offensive line, because I think he also said the offensive line had a little bit of say on what they liked offensively in running the ball too. So whenever their plays came up, they were like, yeah, we really got to make sure this works. And I think that'll work well for like our team moving forward, definitely. Steve DeLuna. Yeah, we hated Josh McDaniels, but damn, we might be set. Sped up nicely with coaches and Champ Kelly and ALC. Yep. Yeah, there's Champ. Steve. I will be dropping a video. I might drop I'm not going to drop the video tonight because I have a video that I'm already dropping. But look out for a video. Yeah, look out for a video this week. On that topic there. Okay. Shout out to you, Steve. Thrash. Milkabeezy. Good to see you, brother. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to. There we go. The live almost ended. I didn't have my freaking laptop plugged up. Shout out to everybody. Milkabee's good to see. Blessed you. Thrash, back to Thrash. Thrash has players. Yeah, I said that. They and that shows ownership. That shows team effort. You know what I'm saying? Bo is also, he's a quarterback's coach. He really doesn't know much about, does he really know about being an offensive coordinator? The jury's still out on that, right? He's on audition, right? But it's smart. It's really smart. To ask the guys what they like. If someone wants to, if someone wants to get you to do something, I'm going to ask. If I want to get you to do something, I'm going to ask, like, hey, what is it that you like? What do you want to do? If I was having an ice cream eating contest and I wanted you to enter it, I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite ice cream? What ice cream you like? If you say strawberry, then guess what? I'm going to give you a whole bunch of strawberry. Why? Because I know you say you like it. And because you like it, you're going to eat a whole lot more of it than if you was like, I hate, like, tell me what ice creams you like and what ice cream you hate, right? And you was like, yeah, I like strawberry, but I hate butter pecan. Or butter pecan, whatever you got, pecan, whatever, potato, right? I hate butter pecan, okay? I'm not going to go up there and give you a whole bunch of butter pecan and say, eat it, and that's what you're going to get, and you're going to win this competition, and I'm going to make you win this competition? Like, no. I'm going to give you that strawberry that you like, because I know you're going to eat more of that strawberry than eating more of that butter pecan. And that's what Bo's doing. He knows I need to get, overall, this offense, especially with a young quarterback, right? The best friend of a young quarterback is a really good running game, right? So Bo's like, hey, what do you like? What do you want to do? What works for you? And by him doing that, it's working. Okay? Here's release. Oh, got it. Okay. So he was released and then we signed him back. Okay, cool. Okay. I like Wilkerson. I do. I don't know. And I don't know. In regards to Wilkerson, I don't know if he's going to ever see the field. He might, barring injury or something like that. But I think the guys that we have right now are we don't even see that much of DeAndre Carter in the passing game. But the jury's still on that. But I'll say this too, that Aiden O'Connell is not afraid to spread the love. We saw Jacoby Myers get some. We saw our new wide receiver, Hunter Renfrow, get some. You know what I'm saying? I don't think DA got much action, but DA was drawing a lot of attention. And yeah, actually, let's talk about that. DA was drawing a lot of attention. So that's why he didn't get a lot. Tucker, obviously, he got the bomb. But DA, did you see DA's reaction when Tucker caught the ball? He was, doing his little dance and celebration for his brother. It wasn't even on him making a play. Did we see DA get mad? Did we see DA throw his helmet? Did we see DA say, I need the ball? No. Why? Because this is what he said in his press conference and in his statements. DA, yeah, he was frustrated about not getting any action or not getting touches, but we were losing games. Okay. And also with that, DA was also talking about the first thing he said in that presser that everybody wanted to jump on. The first thing he said was, I'm cool if we're scoring every five like we did. But when we're not scoring, I got an issue. And I'm paraphrasing. And the reason why DA was cool this week, when he really didn't get that many, was because we were putting points on the board. We scored 24 points in the first half. Or no, I might be saying that wrong, but we scored over 20 points. I'll say it like that in the first half. Would he be mad at that? No. And he wasn't. We almost shut out the Giants. Okay. And we were putting points on. The offense was scoring. Okay. 30 points is what we've been expecting this team weekly to put up. So DA was happy with that. And I believe that's what DA was really talking about. He was like, look, I know that, I'm going to be doubled and tripled and whatever, but these other pieces around me better be eating, and we better be putting up points. That's what he's saying. Yeah, he would love, yes, he would love to score touchdowns. And yeah, he wants, every wide receiver and everybody, every wide receiver wants to catch and get touchdowns and everything else. But I think DA, when he said that, he was more focused on, we need to put points on the board. We need to put points on the board. D-Menace, my guy. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Much love to you, man. Thank you for all that you do. And he's my mod, so he already knows some of the things. Pray, ! PRA. If you guys need prayer, hit me up on IG. My link will pop up in the chat. For my IG, just hit me up in the DM for your prayer request. And then if you're interested in being an organ donor, you can do this too. Everybody has this, not just my mods. But if you're interested in being a donor and you want the link for that, you can hit put !DON like D-Menace has done, and the link will pop up for you to be sign up to be an organ donor. Also, and I always forget this, Yes Sir Outdoors on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That is my outdoor fishing page. We are, again, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So go ahead and link up to Yes Sir Outdoors. And then Nightbot is going crazy, letting you guys know about my Cash App and Venmo if you guys are interested in being a financial blessing to the channel that goes back into the channel. Steve, I hope Mark Davis keeps everything intact. Tired of retread ego coaches. Yep. Yep. You know, and I can't blame Mark Davis. And I'm gonna say something my good partner says on the 2 for 1 Nation podcast, Eric from the SC Experience. He says Mark Davis gives the right contracts to the wrong people. And I completely agree with that. I don't blame Mark Davis for giving these coaches the long contracts and, whatever, because he is trying to create stability within the organization. He did that with Gruden. He gave Gruden, what is it, 10-year contract. And, I think Gruden still would have been here if it wasn't for, the other issues. Right. And then again, we gave, McDaniels and them 6 years, 6-year contract. And it is, I see what Mark Davis is trying to do, but it just happens to not, he means it. I'll say it like this. He means well. And it just hasn't gone to that. And the jury, as much as we may like what we see right now, we got 9 more games to go. The jury's still out on those guys. And you know, we may fall in love with them, we may not fall in love with them, but it's ultimately up to Mark Davis on making the right choice for this team moving forward. Pierce also said he has a list of what needs to change with the offense. He asked Bo what needs to change, and he said everything. That's good. That means that they're on the same page. And when you have the head coach and the offensive coach on the same page, things can get done, right? Things can get done.
Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
Shout out to Mike G. That's my boo.
Hey, boo.
Oh, I can do like, oh, look, I'm learning stuff. I'm learning stuff on this stuff. I'm a rookie. But shout out to Mike G. Good to see you. Much love. Praying for you and your family. Hope all is well. I haven't checked on you on IG yet. I was actually, you and Auntie Six, I was gonna hit you guys up, but I got busy. But hit me up on IG, and let me know how things are going with you and the family. Much love, Mike G. Wild Turkey, good to see you. Blessings, man. hey, don't threaten me with a good time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, yeah, I want to do some traveling. I really do want to do some traveling. But I'm kind of on hold a little bit because I'm still waiting for, I'm still kind of in the waiting period of the kidney transplant. So what happens is, I'm still waiting on the call for a kidney transplant. So when I get that, and I'm still praying that I get that, I'll have like pretty much a month of healing out at where the clinic is, and then there'll be a time where I'll be like, hey, I'm ready to travel because I do want to experience life and do some traveling. And I'll probably be going around with Shirley. Because I like spending time with Shirley. Shout out to Shirley. Love you, Shirley. But I want to do some traveling, and probably in those traveling moments, me and Shirley, we both like fishing. So yeah, I would love to connect with anybody within the nation, and however, meet me up at the IHOP and whatever, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just to touch base with you guys. After, I'll be definitely trying to do that after my transplant. Because it'd be one thing to be like out in Colorado and they call me and say, hey, you need to get to like, I'm on vacation, dog. Like, nah, like I'm really, yeah. So I just got to put things in order, but definitely would love to do some traveling and connect with everybody within Raider Nation. And my boo is out in Colorado too, so I'll be definitely trying to connect with my boo if possible. And Estrada, good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Uh-huh. Hey, I'm glad you on a break, man. I'm glad you were able to tune in. Let everybody know at your job that Raider Twuan is live. Raider Crip, good to see you, man. Blessings to you, man. He says, I think Pierce can do. Uh-huh. I can then Chris I think Pierce can do what Bisaccia did. Mm-hmm. But if he does, then we gotta keep him. Uh-huh. Hey, look, that is definitely an option. And that's something that Mark Davis is going to definitely have to take a look at, right? And make that decision. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it all the time. Every time we lose a coach, what name comes up? Harbaugh, right? You know, and Bieniemy and you name it, right? It's going to be up to Mark to say, hey, I think we're going to make this what it is. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm going to drop a video later on this evening on who ate the brown crackers. And this one's a special one, ladies and gentlemen. This one's a special one on who ate the brown crackers. Okay. Let me move Raider Chris out the way a little bit so you guys can see. Yeah. This right here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Look out for that. Look out for the upcoming video of who ate the brown crackers. Okay. There's somebody that ate the brown crackers. And I'm not going to give it away. I'm just going to drop the video and you guys going to, you know what I'm saying, let me know. You know, if you guys agree, if you guys disagree, or, you know, all of that. But there was somebody that ate the brown crackers. Thrash. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. 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 We can definitely. Thrash, are you on IG? If you're on IG, hit me up on IG. We can definitely talk about fishing and everything else, man. I'm with it. And Estrada. Mm-hmm. I expect more of the same, but we got to see this new offense with new head coach and see if they could put another 20 piece or more again against the decent yeah. I said that earlier because we had a guy come in, a brother from another mother. I'll say it like that. A brother from another mother, Lane. Lane came in. He's a Jets fan, and he was showing love to the channel. Shout out to Lane. But he's a Jets fan, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, look, your defense is there. The question mark is what quarterback are you going to have? Are you going to have the good Zach Wilson, or are you going to have the not so good Zach Wilson?" And you know, they do have wide receivers over there. They have guys that can go up there and catch the ball, but it all you know, it all matters on who's catching the ball, right? So I mean, who's throwing the ball? I'm sorry, who's throwing the ball? So we'll see, because that Jets defense is a solid defense. So we'll see how that goes with our rookie quarterback and all of that. Is our offense going to, our offensive line going to continue some of the things that went well, you know what I'm saying, in the run game and keeping AOC clean? I don't think AOC was sacked last week, and that we would have to try to do that again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to break down that even more in my live video of the game plan. You guys know I drop a game plan every week. So this week, I'll be dropping the game plan for the Jets. But yeah, that is definitely something that we're going to have to look at, and something that we're going to have to really keep an eye out on moving forward. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, hit me up on IG, man, and we can connect. Cool Cab is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got to do this. You guys know I got to do this every live. If I can find it. Yep, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to give you guys a good word. Okay. Good word is a word of positivity, a phrase, positive word or phrase, a saying, a thought that I give to everybody in the Raider Nation, all those that are under the sound of my voice. I try to give you guys some positive, motivational, speaking words, inspirational thoughts. And today, my thought is, if you can change and you want people to accept your change, then allow yourself to accept the change of others. If you change and you've made a change, allow others to make the change and accept their change. Okay. What does that mean? Over life and over time, we all have, over life and over time, we all have experiences. We all have things that we've gone through. We've gone through ups and downs in life. But also in the ups and downs in life, we have also have gone through life lessons. And those life lessons can either make us better or make us worse as a person. And if we go through those life lessons and we've learned our lessons, and those lessons have made us better, when other people in our lives may have not necessarily been the best, or may not have been necessarily been the greatest, or may not have necessarily been a good person, has made a change in their life, accept the change. Whether it's the change for the good or whether it's the change for the bad, accept that change. A person who was bad in their 20s, it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be bad in their 30s. A person who's bad in their 40s may not necessarily be bad in their 50s. There might be something that they have learned over life that's made them change. Maybe a life experience or a life-threatening situation in their life gave them a new perspective in life. So they made a change. So if you can change, and you have changed, allow those that are around you accept the change, good or bad, in that individual. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys for being on the live. Much love to everybody. You guys know I got love for everybody. I mess with those who mess with me. So if you hit me up on IG, I got prayer. If you guys need, want me to be on your show, definitely hit me up on IG so I can set it up and schedule and all that stuff. And that's where you can also send me the link to your channel there. So hit me up on IG if you need prayer for you or your family members. You just need somebody to talk to. Hit me up on IG. I'm here for you and the nation. Be an organ donor. If you guys have not signed up to be an organ donor, that is always in the link of my in the description of all my videos. Also, if you guys want to be a financial blessing to the channel, there it goes. Oh, there goes the prayer one. The donation one is right here in the chat. And then also screaming across the screen, scrolling across the screen right there. If you guys are interested in the Cash App or the Venmo, you guys can do that. What else? Oh, stay tuned for my video later on this week. Or later on tonight, I will be dropping a video this evening on who ate the brown crackers. So definitely stay for that. And if you have not quit playing with yourself, go ahead and subscribe and click the like button. Why? Because I like you. And you guys will always be and stay in my prayers, because I do pray for everybody in the nation, even though you guys may not necessarily ask for me to pray for you guys. I just pray for your overall health. And that all is well with you and your family. Also, Thursday, I will be going live. Okay. Thursday, I'll be going live. 2 for 1 Nation podcast at 2:30 on Thursday, 2:30 with me and Eric from the SC Experience. We will be going live, talking about the Jets and all the other Raider news that is connected to the week and all the update, all the new hot things that are going within the Raider Nation. So definitely you want to be a part of that, and that will be here at Raider Twuan. We'll be simulcasting that. So definitely be ready for that. Remember, you are a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go.
Vamos Raiders! Go Raiders!
Hey, you guys have a good day. Blessings.
What up, Lo?
always stops with the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Man, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John could pursue his dreams.
To Raider Twuan and a tribute to John Madden and Al Jacobs, who declared that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.